New Year's Day is just days away, and millions of Americans are getting ready to shed those holiday pounds. But despite good intentions, many may not meet their goals, and that's why we have 2 News fitness expert Wes Cole here to tell us about some of those common pitfalls.
We got some good ones today.
Yes.
And, you know, the thing about it is I think oftentimes people, they start, of course, with good intentions, but they end up...
We all do.
You know, they end up kind of going downhill. The thing about it is, in my opinion, one of the biggest things is really people start off with no cardio.
All right.
And right now we're kind of in a time where, you know, people, they want to try to combine circuit training and cardio. And the thing about it is you really can't put away your running shoes. Anytime you try to combine weight training and cardio, you tend to hurt weight training because you can't lift as heavy.
All right.
You know, you tend to hurt the benefits of weight training. And oftentimes I've seen people when they're really tired, if they're not in really good shape, and they're doing a circuit training class and they got some weights going over their head, they can tend to hurt themselves. So just, you know, go to traditional cardio. I think that is very, very important.
Good place to start.
It's a good place to start. And oftentimes too, you know, if you're not in real good cardiovascular shape, lifting weights, you know, really getting that blood pressure up, it might not be the best thing for you. So start with a good base, you know, 20, 30 minutes on the treadmill, that'd be real good. And of course, weight training. You have people on the other end of the spectrum too that think all you need to do is run and do cardio. Remember, weight training has benefits that cardiovascular training doesn't, specifically when it comes to bone density training. And Beth's going to give you an example of what I call axle loading exercises. Exercises that put load on the spine, like basically a lunge right here, when she's holding that weight. Now this is a very light weight just for demonstration, but when she's holding a weight, especially the 20 or 30 pounds, she's putting pressure on her spine, and this really has been proven to build a lot of bone density. And this is where I see a lot of people, especially older women, go wrong, is they believe walking around the block is going to give you that same benefit. You know, don't believe the hype. Weight training 2 or 3 times a week, old school, lift as heavy as you can, be safe, do exercises like this, and I guarantee it'll really help your bone density. Thank you, Beth.
The important thing is to just remember to do both and not just do one or the other.
Yeah, and you know, and you usually see most people do that. Most people are either runners or they're lifters, and you really got to do both. And of course, the other thing too is it comes to diet. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but I tell people all the time, you know, I had a professor once tell me that your body weight, whether going up and down, will be controlled by your diet. How you proportion that body weight will be controlled how you exercise. But you can't really have one without the other. You have to, you know, if you really want to lose body fat, you really have to control what you're doing in the kitchen. There's a saying that, you know, at 6-pack abs, they're made in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So you really got to watch it. I know everybody's, you know, after the holidays, you know, they're really thinking about exercise, but think just as hard, you know, about your diet, and I think that'll be good. Last but not least, high intensity exercises. These boot camp classes are real popular, and I think they're great for people that are already in shape.
Yeah, that's what
in my opinion, it's the worst idea if you're really out of shape, because, you know, throwing up and stuff like that, it's not really a great idea. So, you know, maybe put that, you know, a couple weeks or a few months away.
Something to build towards.
And there you go.
We'll start. We have one viewer question here. What is the best diet to start with? I heard liquid diets are the best, from Stacy.
Well, you know, she's probably referring to a big article that was in, you know, a very popular magazine not too long ago. There has been a lot of studies showing that liquid diets, they're much more successful than you know, traditional diets as far as weight loss very quickly.
Sure.
The problem I have with liquid diets is most people just can't stick with them, even though
I don't think I can do it.
And it doesn't teach you how to eat right. You know, so in my opinion, it's all about building habits, teaching you, you know, how to enjoy the healthy foods. So even though liquid diets, they might get you to your goal quicker, whether or not you can maintain that. I mean, I don't know about you, but having a shake for breakfast and lunch and just eating one whole meal, that wouldn't work for me. So, you know, just consider that when you're doing it. You know, everybody's a little bit different, but I prefer people learning how to eat properly and building some good habits.
Good tips. Thank you so much, Wes. I know I couldn't do a liquid diet.
No, me neither.
If you have a question you'd like Wes to answer, just go to our Facebook page, KJRH-TV, and post it on our wall. Or you can call Wes at 749-0960 or visit his gym just on 46th, just east of Sheridan.